Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. So before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy, and it didn't take long. It was like, boom, I was there. And I couldn't breathe. Like, right through the heart chakra up into the throat chakra is so tight. It's so tight. And then I could tell I was still angry. And you were angry at the beginning of the month when I did the monthly readings. And so there's anger. And then I heard that song from E.T., Turn On Your Heart Light. Oh, who sings that? Anyway. And I just felt like all I wanted to do was just pull that open because it was so tight. So, breathe, breathe. There is a productive way to release your anger. I don't know what it is. Talk about it. Write it down. Run a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles. Something. You need to do something. You need to do something because you are really tense. Meditate. Breathe. I feel like breathing is super important. Okay. Well, let's see what Spirit thinks is important. I want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. You help me grow my channel, and I appreciate it. And as a matter of fact, if you could give me a thumbs up right now, I would really appreciate that. I put a lot of time into the videos, and so when you give me a thumbs up, it just says to me, hey, I recognize you put a lot of time in, and I just want to thank you back for that. So I appreciate that. Wow. Okay, so Spirit has a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to have to take a second here to work my way through it and figure out exactly what the message is. You have a lot of major arcana. What's really cool is the first one I saw was this. This is the end of a major cycle. It's the World. So you're ending a cycle. And then you have the Fool, which is the beginning of a cycle. And so, let's do it this way. End of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. You're stepping forward. So that's great. You also have 2 cards in spirituality. You have the Hierophant, which in this case is the way this card is depicted. This is like a long-held belief that you have, that you've always believed that things were a certain way, and it's discovering that there's more than one way to look at things, and that maybe not that you were wrong, but that maybe you didn't have all the information, and that maybe you need to talk to Spirit to get a little bit more of the information because you also have the Hermit. And so I feel like there's a situation that needs some more of your time and attention. They need you to do a little bit of thinking about to see if there's another way of looking at it and to really get down into the spirituality aspects of it. But something, you're worrying about something. And if you're worrying about the end of the cycle and the beginning of the new cycle, you're losing sleep over it. And this also looks like you're up late at night trying to figure something out. And I think it's a shift in perspective. I think it's lightening the load of emotional baggage and just being willing to step forward. Like, I feel like staying awake at night trying to figure out is not going to solve the problem. Moving forward is going to solve the problem. And in what way should you move forward? Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to put all these cards. And in what way should you move forward? I think you've got hurdles, but look, you're going to overcome them. You're the winner. And so staying up late worrying about something isn't helping the situation. You're not getting there any better, faster, or whatever. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with all of your cards. I do know what I want to do with this one is I want to cover that one up. Like, I don't want you focusing on the negative. I want you to focus on the fact that you can be a winner. And then you have this beautiful 2 of Cups energy. Which means I don't think you're alone in whatever's going on. I feel like you have companionship and partnership. And that's beautiful. Now, it could mean that this is the end of a relationship. And that's what's got you up at night. But you're still going to come out the winner. It could be the end of a love cycle and then moving into another. So I don't know, and I think there are two different groups of people here. I feel like there's the group of people that this is about the end of a relationship, and then I feel like there's another group of people that this is about, don't forget you're not alone. You have a partner. So I'd love to know which was which, but I don't need to know. You do. You know which category you fall into on that. But it's this anger thing. Like whatever you're mad about, it needs you to look at it in a different perspective. It needs you to shift the way you're looking at things. I don't know. Okay. Let's look at this. Sunday is really interesting. Sunday is mostly the moon in Aquarius. And you see how, if you consider emotions are water, and she's pouring the water out but looking the other way. Like, I don't want to deal with my emotions is kind of how it looks to me. Like, yeah, I don't really want to deal with those. But by the end of Sunday, at 6:11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on the East Coast of the United States, you are into Pisces energy, which is about, you're going to need to get down into your emotions. You're going to need to feel what's going on. You're going to need to understand things, which I know, Gemini, does not exactly thrill you. But dealing with your emotions seems like it's going to be important because you have this anger that needs a good outlet, this frustration, this tightness that needs to be opened up, and water emotions might be a really good way to do that. So I can feel your resistance to the whole idea of getting into the watery aspects of it. But I think if you surrender to it, and then you surrender to your higher knowledge, your ancestors, your spirit, I think it's your wisdom they'll garnered over lifetimes. I think that higher knowledge, if you really listen to your higher self, I think you're going to figure out what you need to figure out. Because these two cards definitely look like figuring out things based on a higher aspect of knowledge. And don't forget, you're moving toward this, overcoming the obstacles and being a winner. It's the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle where you win. And it could be about love, or it could just be that there's someone there that loves you. I'm not really sure. I'm not. Let's see what the cards say. See if we can get a little more help on that. Okay. What do you need to know? Well, here's what you need to know. Luck is on your side. So whatever it is that's got you up and it's got you worried and that you're so concerned about and you're so worried about and everything, luck is on your side. So if it is the end of a relationship, I think there's a new relationship coming that's much better. If it's a situation and it just involves you and your partner, and you're working together as a team, because this is very loving and team oriented, then, and here we have people cheering people on. I just think that if it's a situation, luck is on your side and you are going to be victorious. So I just think it's a matter of shifting your perspective, asking for spirit to help you, to guide you on your path. But definitely the end of a major cycle and the beginning of a new one. Which makes sense because we're coming up, we're in the 12th house. For Gemini, you're in your 12th house. As you're ending a cycle, it's hopes, goals, dreams, wishes, contact with spirit, the deep desires. And then you're moving into, at the end of May, and so just in like 2 short weeks, you're moving into your birthday month. Happy birthday to you. And when that happens, I think that's the beginning of the cycle. So maybe wrapping a few things up, figuring out what you need to release, what you need to keep. That the Fool is not carrying very much. So I think it's releasing a lot more than you're deciding to keep. So Wednesday at 6:24 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the moon is going to move into Aries, which is in your 11th house of partnerships. So we moved out of career into the 11th house of partnerships as far as the moon goes. And that's group activities. And there's a need to release something. Is it a long-held belief about this particular group? Or is it members of the group? Or is it guilt associated with the group that you're carrying? You know, I'm not sure. But when you do, there's peace that comes with it. So there's a need to release something. Anxiety, concern. I'm not really sure. Ooh. And you just need to get focused. Look at him. That's his arrow of intention being pointed in the direction in which he wants to go. And right after this happens, we get the new moon in Taurus, which is all about, a new moon is all about what do you want? What are you intending? And that does fall into your 12th house of hopes, goals, dreams, and wishes. So this week is a really great time for you to get clear on what it is you want to create during your next year. Because this cycle right here, it could be the end. Taurus is the end of your solar cycle, and this is the beginning of the new one. So what have you learned this year? What can you incorporate? What can you take forward? What can you integrate? What did you figure out that's going to make next year better for you? Set your arrow of intention. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Get ready for that new moon that's coming up. So that's Wednesday, that's Thursday, and that's Friday till about midday-ish, like around 2 o'clock in the afternoon sometime. The moon goes void, of course, and I don't know the exact time. I didn't look that up. And then at 4:18 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the moon's going to go into Taurus. And so that period right before it goes into Taurus is void, of course. And when it's void, of course, it's not a good time to start anything new. But that's great because it falls on a Friday. So if there's any way that you can lighten the load a little bit Friday afternoon and kind of ease your way into the weekend, that'd be great. Because when that moon goes new, it's on Saturday at 4:45 p.m. at 14 degrees and 11 minutes of Taurus. So about halfway through the Taurus cycle. And it's all about abundance and what do you want to create and what do you want to bring in. And so planting your seeds of intention for the year ahead. Aiming your arrow. Where do you want to go? Realizing that you actually can create what's on the other side of the keyhole. So think about it. Figure it out. And then Saturday night, write down your new moon intentions. Write down your gratitude list. Go ahead and take it outside and burn it. Use the ashes to put into a potted plant of some sort that you nurture and you tend and you try to grow. Okay, so we are talking about partnership in some way. It says allow healthful, supportive partnership into your personal life and career. And we did start out in your career sector, so it could be that it's a situation at work. Both parties benefit as a result. You're receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. This new beginning, you can't do the whole thing on your own. Okay, so first off, I think you need partnership with Spirit because I definitely see Spirit being here, but I also think partnership in the material world. So, is it a boss, a coworker, a friend, a lover, a husband, wife, significant other? Like, what is this partnership? Who is this partnership with? I think you should try to identify that this week. But there is something that you are moving forward on that looks really positive. You just need to set, because, you come out the winner. So, but identify who can help you get there. And remember, luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. So, aim in the general right direction. And if you don't know exactly where you're aiming, that's okay because Spirit will guide the arrow. And you notice there's an arrow also in this. And luck is on your side. So if you start aiming in the right direction, really, these two look so much alike, right? If you aim in the right general direction, Spirit will guide the arrow to the right mark, the perfect mark for you. So just, let your arrows of intention fly with this new moon. Ooh, and you have Warrior, another spear, arrowhead kind of thing going on. It says, be fearless and stand strong. Like, I know you're upset about something. I can feel it. And you're not wrong. But you need to dig deep into your own reserves and stand up for yourself. And you also need to look around to see who's supporting you, who's there for you. And Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowledge, right? Honor your inner knowledge. If you listen to yourself, you're going to know. Listen to your intuition. Really important this month. Listen to your intuition. This week, this month. Feels like this month. Like the whole time we're in Taurus. So until like the 21st of May. While it's there in your 12th, while the sun is there in your 12th house, your intuition is very strong. Use it to figure out where you're going. Set your seeds of intention over the weekend. You can do this. You will be divinely guided because luck is on your side. No? You can do this. Oh, okay. So, first one I saw is Pearl. Isn't that your birthstone, Pearl? I think so. For June? Well, for June. Maybe not for Gemini, but I think June. Anyways, connect to the divine. So, definitely talk to your higher self, connect with spirit, your ancestors, guides, ask for the help you need there, and attract success. So yes, whatever it is that you're worried about, spirit wants to partner with you, but I also believe the spirit will put actual partners in your life that will help you to accomplish these goals. So aim your arrow, ask for help from God, get in contact, spend a little time in prayer and meditation. That looks so good. All right, Gemini, I will see you back here. Be sure to check out your month ahead. I will attach the video to this, and then I'll see you at the end of this week for the new moon in, wow. Yeah, we're already at the new moon, and then, of course, the weekly. So I'll see you back here. Be sure to hit the thumbs up or leave me a comment or something. Thank you so much for exchanging energy with me, positive energy. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye.